So I get this question all the time. Ashley, I totally get that in order for me to monetize and make money online, I need to be selling something, but what the heck should I be selling? Is it a product? Is it a service? Is it a PDF? Is it a course? What do I sell? And after selling other people's products and my own products for almost the past 7 years now and generating multiple six figures in pure profit, I think I'm pretty well placed to get this video filmed and give you 2 very simple ways that you can monetize regardless of your background, your experience, or if you've never done this before. So the first way should be monetizing your own knowledge. Now, before you click off or you think, oh, here we go again, monetize my knowledge. I haven't got a clue what my knowledge is and how I would productize that and how I would package that up and then convince someone to actually pay me money for it. Let me tell you, everyone does have knowledge about something. You just do. Whether you are actually a fully fledged expert and you've got a master's in something, then that's the obvious thing that you should be packaging up and selling as a product. However, a lot of people don't have masters, but people watching, you might have spent 10, 20, 30, 40 years in a given career. Therefore, the knowledge that you've got while you've been doing that job is enough to put into a product and sell to people. For example, let's say that you've been in the music industry for the last 20 years. You know very well how to edit music tracks. Well, do you know what? Someone would pay you money to get access to your knowledge because they don't want to do the 20 years in the industry that you've just done. So even if you come out of that music industry and you say, well, I can only work for someone else or I can only do a job for someone else. No, you could take what you've learned during that career and put it into a product. But let's say that you think that you haven't worked in a job that anyone would particularly care about, or you haven't gained knowledge while you've been in that job that people will pay for. So let's say, for example, another example, that your dad has been a mechanic for the last 20, 30, 40 years. And just via osmosis of being in your family and around your dad, you probably have very good knowledge about the mechanical industry, about fixing cars. So just from the conversations that you've been having with your dad over dinner on a nightly basis over the last couple of decades, then you could put in what you've learned, what you've listened to from your dad into a product about fixing cars. Because there will be people out there that will want to know how to fix their cars better or fix their cars in a certain way, and they won't have had access to that 20 years of your dad and the conversations that you had. Now, this is all very product orientated. It's about taking knowledge and putting it into a product. But I would say the actual easiest way of getting started, if you aren't ready to embark on, okay, what do I sell? What do I have knowledge about? Then I would focus on a service-based business. E.g., yes, you will be giving your time in return for money. So it's not too dissimilar from a 9-to-5 job. However, you'll be learning while you're earning, and you'll actually be earning on your own terms. Cleaning houses, cutting lawns, building websites for people. Yes, you need knowledge for that, but you can learn very quickly with free YouTube videos that are out there. Doing something in return for someone else, whether that's B2B or whether that's B2C. So B2B would be like, okay, I can help you do this that's going to ensure a revenue uplift of a certain percentage, and therefore I want a certain percentage back from that. Or what's the B2C? What do I know or what can I do for people that they find valuable, and therefore they're going to give me money in return for doing that for them or giving that information to them. I think the first way here is just embarking on that exercise of looking into your lived experiences, what you've achieved, what you've been doing for the last couple of decades or the last few years, depending on how old you are, and saying, okay, I know this and I could put this into a simple PDF, maybe even just a 1-page PDF, get that on a high converting landing page, put a price on it, probably lower at the beginning to get more people in. And similar to what I've said in previous videos, the more people you get in, then you can start hiring your prices because you're more in demand. But at the beginning, keep it low so you get more people in. And then just start posting on social media, start getting traffic in some sort of way, and there you've got yourself a monetization system that means that you can actually make money on your terms. Now, as I mentioned there previously, none of this matters. Even if you've got a product in place and you've actually built it, if you're not getting the traffic to it, e.g., you're not getting the eyeballs on what you're offering, because without eyeballs, no one can actually go through to the checkout, complete it, and money land in your bank account. So you really need content Okay, you could do websites on Google and get it ranking on the page one of Google, or doing Facebook groups or any other number of traffic generation techniques. But my favorite and the easiest for you, really is the easiest, is content creation, because anyone can do it. It's free. It just takes your time and effort and learning to get it done. And that's what I got linked down below in the description, my brand new content creation mastery course, where I've got all of my tips and tricks over the last almost 7 years of creating content in a very simple, easy to use step-by-step guide that is very affordable, very accessible for everyone. Go check it out. It's in the link in the description. Now, the second way that I would say that you can monetize is, let's say you don't want to go down the route. Even if you do think you've got the knowledge and you do know how you would productize that and package it up, but you just don't want to go down that route whatsoever. You're just not interested in doing what would be a bit of work. You want to go down a different route. Well, that's where I would say that you should do affiliate marketing. Now, you've no doubt heard that before. It's all over the internet, especially all over social media. It is a great model that I got started with, and thousands of other people who also got started with and have great success with, because it's a bit of a no-brainer, really, because you can take an already existing product that is converting, that is having happy customers, low refund rates, and you can become an affiliate for that. You can get an already existing product, like I said, get your affiliate link for that, put that in the link in your bio on your social media account, and start posting content in the niche that that product is in. So you're attracting leads that would be interested in that product, and then sales will eventually pop. Now, yeah, you don't have to create your own product. You don't have to worry about customer service. You don't have to worry about refunds. You don't have to worry about anything. Your only job at that point when you're an affiliate for someone else's product is just generating the traffic. I just detailed how you would generate the traffic on a high level there. That is a great place to start for newbies. However, how do you find those products? Well, not all products are created equal, because you do have the likes of Digistore24, you've got Warrior Plus, you've got JVZoo, you've got Pay Kickstart, you've got ClickBank. You've got so many different platforms that you can choose from. And the problem with a lot of those platforms, not all of them, but a lot of them, is that because it's free to create an account and anyone can just go in there, select any product that they want, select I want my affiliate link, and then the affiliate link is instantly generated in front of you and you can just copy it and use it as you want. That means that the vendors of those products aren't really being very cautious about who they allow to promote their product. And that could mean that the product's not particularly good. Even if on those platforms, the conversion rate looks good, the refund rate looks good, the reviews look good, it may mean that it's a bit crappy. But it will require you going through and sifting through the dirt until you find something decent. The reason I say this is that I did a previous video where people were like, oh yeah, you're talking about Digistore24. I went on there and none of them was things that I believed in, none of them were the things that I liked. And that could be the case, but not for everyone. There will be people there that think, well, that looks great. Yeah, I'll promote that. So I would say if you're not finding anything that you like, then you could promote something that you already own, or promote something that you already have used and you do like. Of course, if it's got an affiliate program attached to it, and then you can go down that route. It could be as simple as, Nike trainers, or for our American friends, Nike sneakers. They've got an affiliate program. They won't pay you out much per pair of shoes that you sell, but you could. And then you could be posting fitness orientated content and literally sneaker trainer orientated fashion. You could do that and then make sure that you got your Nike or Nike affiliate link in the bio, and then you're good to go. There are a lot of options. And of course you wouldn't need to create those sneakers and those trainers yourself, but do bear in mind, because Nike has a ton of different costs behind what they sell, they will pay you out a tiny commission, similar to Amazon. So all the products on Amazon, everyone talks about Amazon FBA being the most amazing thing, but they'll pay you maybe maximum 4% commissions, whereas Digistore24, ClickBank, especially JVZoo and Warrior Plus, which are the platforms that I use, you're getting 50, 60, 70% commissions on each product you sell. And then if you're selling something expensive, or it's got something expensive somewhere in the funnel, that's where it can get really tasty in the amount of money that you make. But again, as I said in step one, even when you are an affiliate for someone else's product and you haven't had to create something yourself, the bottleneck really comes from getting eyeballs on your link and getting eyeballs on what you're offering, and so that interested parties can come through and potentially convert on it. So that is all stemming from content, whether you show your face or not, but it stems from content, because you need to get people scrolling through their phone, seeing something pop up, it hooks their interest, and then they go and delve deeper, right? They might comment something underneath your video. They might go through to your profile. They might click your link. That is how you make sales. That is how I've made multiple 6 figures in pure profit, over 7 figures of revenue, just doing that, using free content that I post onto social media that drives targeted demographic people in what I'm promoting or what I'm selling. You need to do the same thing. And remember, my content creation mastery course that's just launched is down below and linked in the description. Go and check that out. It's where I detail absolutely everything that I do to create scroll stopping content that actually generates leads and therefore sales for you or your business. Now, the great thing about doing anything online is that you have a huge return on your effort. What I mean by that is because you can get systems in place, you can get processes in place, you can actually be a very lazy marketer, lazy online business owner extremely quickly and very easily. So I've linked a video here that's just popped up on the screen where I detail how I maintain my laziness, and I freely admit that, in business and still make a ton of money. All detailed there. Go and click it right now, and I'll see you over there in a second.